I was inspired to create the contemporary training program because I wanted the opportunity to work with a mature set of dancers in a more focused environment. I had taught at studios for a really long time with kids, which I love doing, but I wanted to see what it was like to work with adult dancers, or dancers who were just out of high school who were looking to go beyond that dancing school mentality and that kind of training, and really get in depth with the students and figure out how to make a dancer, how do we make a professional dancer once that dancer is out of their dance school setting. What are the steps that it takes to make a dancer into a professional?
So many dancers set goals without really asking themselves how to achieve them, and I really do think in setting those goals, and especially with the goals that so many dancers have as far as training and performance in dance, is really being able to take a step back from that and really look at all the stepping stones to getting there, and then really understanding what each of those steps mean. And I think that a lot of dancers, because of fear, because of lack of awareness, have a tendency to skip those steps, and it's like, and they know what it is that they want, but they just really have no idea how to get there. So I think they look for comfortability. I think that's why, as dancers, like a lot of dancers right now keep doing the same thing and hoping that they're going to attain that. But really, I think part of like what this program does and how it aids in your training is teaching you how to have awareness not only of yourself but of the steps that it takes to become the dancer that you want to become, and how to set goals, and really how to understand how to make it to those goals, and being able to remove yourself enough from the situation that you can let go of the ego a little bit and really get down to what it means to train as a dancer and what that equation is.
I think one question that people really want to know is, what are they going to get out of the contemporary training program? And I think, right now when you look at what's available to students, especially students who come from other cities coming to New York looking for a dance career, looking for an experience, looking for opportunities to work professionally, there's only two options in terms of training programs. There's either the conservatory schools or there's drop-in studios. And they're two very, very different experiences in terms of what kind of training you can have. It's either you're going in there, 8 hours a day, learning one particular kind of technique, really, really focusing on your training, or you're dropping into a studio that has a less cohesive approach, and you're just getting your hour-and-a-half class here and there, and you're creating your own training structure. And I think for dancers who are looking for a way to bridge those two things, that's where the contemporary training program comes into play, because it enables dancers to have 14 hours of dance a week that is giving them a really intense focus on their bodies, on technique, on the skills and the attitude that go into having a professional approach to their dance career, and sort of helping them sort of funnel into the New York dance community and giving them the opportunity to be prepared to do company work, to audition, to take on a professional career.
This program pretty much, I think, saved my life as a dancer. I've never been given so much knowledge about the workings of my body, and even being in a collegiate dance program before. I studied at a college for a couple years, and I have taken classes that never got into the specifics of actually how my body was supposed to work. And once I understood what my muscles were doing and what my bones were doing and what my body was physically doing, it was so much easier for me to just go, oh, look, I can do it now. How about that? I'm not a fool and I'm not a failure. Like, I just didn't know.
I think in the schedule that we keep, the way that it is, when you're dancing 4 times a week, because the information goes right to the source of where the change needs to happen and where the strength needs to be, I think that's why we're able to do it. So it gives that dancer who thinks that they don't have time to sort of be in this intensive environment the opportunity to do that. Because the schedule is open in that way. They can still work, they can still go to school if they want to in some other way.
I think that this program really does offer that, and it offers not only students who are setting up their own schedules the ability to be able to train in a concentrated way and still be able to go out and work. and continue to set up their own schedule at drop-in studios, but I think it also allows that dancer who does not have the ability to train at a conservatory studio in New York City to get the concentrated training that they want, and that same sort of elite knowledge that is given there. And so I think it really can be for both sets of dancers.
There's only 5 of us. We get a lot of one-on-one time. It's very in-depth to each individual person, very anatomical, very like everything. You get to know like each step down to every last dime of everything, but to your body, which I don't think I've ever gotten that type of attention. Like,
training is a mindset. Training happens in your mind first. You have to want the growth. You have to want the change.
Dancers are able to create a network with similar-minded faculty and other students. I know the friendships and the relationships that they cultivate there have lasted years and will probably continue to last a lifetime. And it's giving them an opportunity to surround themselves with people who will support and carry them through and motivate positive energy in their lives. And I think they really leave with an inspiration to approach life in a new and positive way.
It's completely different from anything that I've ever gotten. And I like that because it's professional. It's not competition. It puts everything together. It's not pieces anymore. It's really using the whole entire body instead of just your abdominals or just your quad muscles.
And I think the other thing that I really love about the program is that the fundamental principle of it is what enables it to include every dancer, because it's based upon anatomy. Every dancer is anatomically equipped to do the work.
I think that there are a lot of dancers out there that want to know this information because they get to a point in their training where they don't understand why change isn't happening or why they're not improving, and and that can be a really frustrating thing. And there's always plateau that happens in the learning experience. You make a lot of headway and then you kind of plateau for a while and you have to figure out where you push through to the next level. But we're really helping the students when they get to that point, especially when they're feeling like they're at that plateau level. We're really saying, we look at them and we're able to give them the next step to say, okay, this is what you have to do now, and so it makes that less frustrating.
Like, the individual attention in this program is absolutely amazing. I mean, the fact that there's only 5 of us, we can pick apart each detail of, what our body is doing and sit here and talk. And I think in other programs, you just get like a general sense and the teacher's talking and you're like, okay, like I'm going to try to apply this, but like in this program they will, talk about it and then go to your and see what you can find. And
actually being able to look at pictures and just know like what's where and like how it works and what exactly it's for. So it's just really good to be able to actually sit and really focus on like yourself, and also a lot of things that we do are like what works on your body.
If you wanna teach, it gives you so much knowledge in terms of how to approach teaching other people about, other students about their bodies. If you want to do something that isn't contemporary, then you just in general have a better sense of how to use your body as a tool. And you can take that to hip hop or to musical theater or really to anything. If you want to be a choreographer, it gives you a much deeper sense of how to use your body and even how to approach the process of choreography in itself.
And it's also changed my teaching tremendously. All of my students are asking me for the how, and I can give it to them, which is really, really cool.
And our program is really affordable, and we're really willing to work with any dancer of any body type, of any background, and show them that they possess the tools to dance if that's what they want to do.
It helps me approach things differently. It helps me approach things by really thinking about everything we learned here with the body and anatomically and everything, to approach it to other forms of dance. And it's definitely made things a lot easier and some things harder. So it's been good though.
Be strong and healthy and keep dancing for a long time, because now I'm going to be strong, and if I get hurt, like I can take care of it and I know exactly what to do.
They've really helped me to become myself within my dancing.
The program isn't what I expected it to be. In a good way, in a great way. It's really changed all of us for the better. And it's kind of cool because you can see it now at the end of the year. I went back and watched old dance videos and I was in shock.